Okay, so I just added YouTube, and I don't know if it worked, but view on YouTube. Okay, we're gonna test this. Actually, we're gonna test it on Captain Solo over on this computer because it's easier for me to do this. Okay, stall.
All right, so Shamim wants to come in. So Shamim, in a couple of minute or so, we will give you the link to come on in. He wants to say something very nice.
Okay.
So give us a few
Nice.
minutes because right now we want to make sure that we're going live on YouTube.
Oh.
So Shamim, what you been doing today? How's Adrian doing in school? Let me know. For anyone else, Adrian is Shamim's son.
Yeah, that's me. I'm just checking. Sorry, you guys. I must have messed up when I scheduled this. Open link in new tab. Let me make sure that we are live. Yeah. Okay, we are
All right.
live. All right, so I'm going to share this. That's why not as many people are on, because I didn't share it on YouTube, and that's where most people.
Well, good thing we didn't start the show yet.
Yeah. Okay, paste.
Hey, Kelly.
Okay.
So, how's everyone celebrating Halloween? Because this is Halloween month Eve. That's right, it is September the 30th. So, even though Halloween kicked off, according to Disney, in August, we saw a lot of it in September. But tomorrow, that kicks off the official Halloween season. Now, for those of you who are watching, when did Halloween season kick in when you were a kid? Because I don't recall anything Halloween before October 1st. And I think I want to say toward the mid 80s, it started to seep over until September. I guess when the back to school stuff wasn't selling as much in the latter part of September, then stores said, "Hey, you know what? We should bring out our Halloween stuff." So we felt like we're getting extra Halloween days. Oh my goodness, it's not just October anymore. Now we're getting like 2 days in September dedicated to Halloween. So we felt like we were getting something special, a bonus. Anthony Mark is going ape by telling us October 1st.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't think that ever
about right.
Ever. Yeah, October 1st, yeah. But I want to say like in 83, a big box store opened in our neighborhood in August, and I recall in September they started to line their back wall with Halloween costumes, and me not being able to wrap my head around this. So I rolled up in a fetal position because I just couldn't get my head wrapped around. It's Halloween in September? How could this be? But now look at us.
Nice.
Yeah. Kelly's saying Halloween was definitely just October until I got into retail. Well, that explains that.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I was at a job for a while where we'd book like 6 months out of something, or almost to a year. So like every 20, like let's say it was 2003, we'd be booking in 2004 to 2005. So it was always like a year ahead. I don't know what that has to do with anything.
Not a clue.
Never mind.
Not a clue.
You know, we haven't officially started the show.
But hold on.
Oh, okay.
Adam O'Brien is already celebrating October.
Oh no, Adam! Can't celebrate yet. It's not October yet over here.
It's in Australia.
It is for him.
It's October.
Already there.
Oh, he's way ahead of the curve.
Yes.
Oh my God, he's in the future.
Yes. Oh, I'm glad. So Dad and Mom. Yeah, sorry about that. But now we have YouTube up and Facebook is up and everyone is live streaming. It's very fun.
All right, let's start the show then.
Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready for
things we want to share?
Things we want to share. Things we want to share. Things we want to share.
Yeah.
Speaking of things we want to share, let's kick off with a birthday celebration.
Ooh.
Get some things to celebrate. So right now we're going to celebrate.
That's right.
The birthday of your mom.
That's right. Happy birthday, Mom.
The best mother-in-law in the galaxy. Yesterday was her birthday. I think she just turned 21,
Yeah,
and
That's
we
right.
couldn't be more happy.
awesome. Happy birthday, Mom. And you've got some fun things planned, and we're going to be excited to see you in person
And
in a couple months.
as she said, she was relaxing,
Ooh,
maxing and relaxing.
yes, after
So-
walking.
You know what we're gonna do now?
Yes,
What?
we have to sing.
Right? We're gonna sing happy birthday, and one of us is gonna stay in key, and the other one is me.
Yes. All right, here we go.
All right,
Ready?
everyone join in.
Everyone join in.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Norma, the best mother-in-law in the galaxy. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Kelly's coming in with a happy birthday, Norma.
Yay, awesome. And Mom, yeah, glad to be growing younger. Exactly.
Your mom is Benjamin Button,
Yeah, there you go.
aging backwards. So happy birthday to you. Hope you had a good day yesterday. And Sarah, what else are we celebrating?
We are celebrating the 11th anniversary of Skywalking Through Neverland.
Yes, we put on our retro shirts.
These are now retro, that's right.
They're now vintage, the vintage collection of the
Mhm.
Skywalking gear.
Yep.
And we just passed our 11th year on September the 26th, 4 days ago. Our first show was published.
Yes. You mean 11 years ago, 4 days ago.
11, yeah, what did I say?
You said 4 days ago our first show was published.
11 years ago.
Yes.
Yes.
Yay.
Yeah, and we put it out on Facebook asking people to drop us a message, say what you want to say, and a lot of you did.
Mhm.
Like your mom comes in with congratulations, you two, such an amazing accomplishment.
Yep. Brian Jonas said, time to turn the podcast up to 11.
Oh,
that's
you know what?
nice.
And we're going to. So if you listen to this week's Skywalking to Neverland episode, you'll see what we're going to do to turn this podcast up to 11.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah doesn't even know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I added it in the notes unbeknownst to her.
Okay.
But a special big 11-year anniversary coming our way.
Nice.
All right, Joey Pittman comes in with happy double down year. I don't know what that means.
Double down, like double the
That is-
ones?
Is that a sports thing?
Oh,
I'm thinking it's a sports thing.
you know what? I'm not entirely sure. If you guys know what that means, happy double down year, you let us know. I think just have to think it has to do with the 1-1. But he also wrote a really nice Instagram post on his Disney Universe Instagram. Congrats to 11 amazing years to our good friends and podcast parents, Richard and Sarah of Skywalking Pod. Proud to have been around since the beginning. You have always strived to produce the highest quality and entertaining shows and haven't slowed one bit. What I enjoy more than your podcasts and videos is your friendship. Love you both. And once again, congrats on your first 11 years and cheers to many more.
Well, thank you, Joey, the original Skywalker Pittman. And Mark Newbold from Fantha Tracks, he says, huge congrats, you awesome people.
That's right. And Jamie Burns says, happy anniversary. You two are the best. And I remember when I was Skywalker of the Week. How many of you have been Skywalkers of the Week or month?
Oh, that's a good question.
Let us know.
Tati Perez says, happy 11th. Well, what are we going to do to celebrate our 11th anniversary? Well, once again, you got to listen to this week's Skywalking to Neverland to find out.
Oh.
All right, Alizara and Derek wrote a big message
Wow.
saying, nyub, nyub, and happy second anniversary to the great podcast of every epic fandom. Thank you for this unforgettable journey through Star Wars, Disney, and so much more. And where was I?
An amazing,
An amazing repertoire. An amazing repertoire of guests and podcast friends you help to bloom into their own gift to fandoms.
Aw.
Skywalking Through Neverland has always been a great escape from wiles of daily life and gave us an A ticket. Ooh,
Into your world.
yes.
That's nice.
Yeah, maybe at some point we'll get to an E ticket.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I think A ticket is like number 1 in that book.
I'll take it.
Yes, that's what that means.
All right, they continue. Always fun and exciting, and still bringing in great surprises like what you'll hear on this week's episode. I wish you the best for years to come. I remember sitting in front of the radio and listening to shows as a kid.
Wow.
We met you. You're not that old.
Yeah, I know. Like, wow.
It's so cool that you have kept the same feeling alive. I love sitting down with a cup of coffee or carbonated water and lime and enjoying your many adventures. It's like I am right there with you guys. Thank you for your kindness when I get to see you at Comic-Con Revolution and a couple of times we met at Disney. Many blessings to you both, Alazara and Derek.
Yay.
Well,
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we see them at Comic-Con Revolution all the time. We see a lot of Skywalkers at Comic-Con Revolution.
Absolutely. Oh, Jenna Bryson's weighing in on Instagram.
Hey,
Congrats.
Jana.
Yeah,
All right.
thank you.
Jenna, hang in there because you're coming up next. We're going to be talking about you. All right, we got a whole lot more messages on Facebook and Instagram. So thank you to one and to all.
Yeah.
All right, now let's get into this week's Skywalking Through Neverland episode number 485. And we are so excited about this. Tell them why.
Yeah, this is a preview of our episode coming out on Thursday. And Richard and I went to a concert to see the Monkey Men, which was basically like a time capsule, right?
Yes.
It was like seeing a concert of the Monkees in the 1960s, but today.
So it was a Monkees tribute band.
Yes.
And yeah, once again, it was like stepping back into 1966, 1967. And this band was dynamite. Oh my goodness. I always regret not having been able to see the Monkees when they first came out, mainly because I wasn't born.
Right.
And I would have loved to have gone back in time to see them in full concert. And guess what? We did. So this week on the episode, we're going to talk to Ron McNeil, who is the founder of the Monkey Men. He also founded the Fab Four Beatles tribute band.
Mm-hmm.
And Frankie McDonough, I forgot his name. Frankie McDonough, he plays Davy Jones in the concert.
Yeah.
So you have all four Monkees, but on the show, we're going to speak to Davy and Ron because they're both brothers.
Right. And it's really cool to get some behind the scenes of how a band comes together, especially a tribute band, because of the different things they have to do to pay tribute to what they're paying tribute to.
And they paid 100% tribute to the Monkees. Everything in the show was a tribute to either their concerts or their TV episodes.
Yeah.
So watch the show this Thursday, or listen to it, or watch it. Or you can listen to it or watch it on YouTube.
Oh, is that where some of the surprises happen?
No.
Well, actually, it's good to watch because
Yes.
you took video of them
Yes.
being the band.
So you can
and it's
see
cool.
them. You can
Yeah.
see them actually in concert. And then here he is up on our show. It's like, oh, it's the same guy. There he is.
And Jenna's weighing in, love the Monkees.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Sweet.
Then you'll love this episode, though. Then coming up this Thursday, number 485.
Yeah.
All right. With that, let's invite Shamim. We'll give him a link because he wants to come on and say something nice about Skywalking Through Neverland.
Yeah. So we just put the link in the chat. Okay, yeah, it's in the Facebook chat, Shamim. So you can click on that link. I know you've come on up before to do that. And in the meantime, so am I sharing those?
No.
Okay.
No, that was from last week.
Oh, okay, got it.
All right, until Shamim gets here, let's preface this next part by saying we went to Universal Studios.
We did.
Once again, we took advantage of our annual pass, and we went to the annual pass holder day.
Yeah, it's like annual pass holder month right now, appreciation days or something. But they had a special thing where you could do a maze walkthrough with the lights on. So like a scare maze, but no scare actors in it, just the lights on. So you can really see the set design and decoration
and the monsters,
things like that. And the monsters.
And how they work.
Right. The monsters that are sedentary. They're not like.
Yeah, the animatronics. And
Yes.
They were very, very adamant about not taking pictures. And, I listened this time. So it was all based around A Quiet Place, that
Yes.
John Krasinski horror trilogy, or 4
Yeah.
films, 3 films, I'm not sure how many films they have out now. So you see all these big creatures in this lit up maze, But you would think that there were the demigorgs from Stranger Place,
Stranger
Things.
World.
Stranger
Things.
Too many strange things.
Yeah, Strange World.
Doctor Strange.
Strange
Yeah.
New World. Oh my gosh, there is so many.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
It's been out, and we haven't seen a new season of Stranger Things for like 5 years now.
Yes.
So at this point, the cast is like 30. It's good to go through this maze and see where all the lights are placed and where all the audio cues are and all the monsters. And it was a long maze.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these mazes are really long.
It was.
It's like long. What, 7 or 8 minutes? Whereas before they were like 3 or 4 minutes. Now they're quite long. So that was really fun. And we're going to get to more of what we did at Universal in just a few minutes. But right now, let's bring on the Skywalking Bounty Hunter, Shamim Dana.
Hey, Shamim.
Hey.
Hey, guys. Well, first off, let me give you a heartfelt thank you for the both of you for being a part of my documentary. And we're going now, which I believe it's now 7. And hey, Sasha, come on in for a sec. Richard and Sarah, Sasha's here.
Hi.
Hey.
Nice to see you.
Wait. Say it again. I can hear on his ear.
Hey.
Sasha. Hey. Good to see you again.
I can hear you guys now. Good to see you guys.
11-year
Likewise.
for the podcast.
Fun.
So you got see Sasha. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Okay, so anyways, so I was saying, we've been friends now, Richard, for about since 2018. Now that's about, I would say, how many years, Richard?
If math serves me right, I'm gonna say 6 years.
Correct. And from the time we met, which was 2019, so we've been friends ever since then. And this is one of the earliest baseball you guys signed for Richard's 5th day, which with Bryce is one of the first ever guest on your White Whale, and my very first podcast debut, which was with you guys. Thank you guys very so much for letting me be a part of the fandom and a part of the Skywalking family. Also, on Sunday, I got to meet a legend in the video game community. His name is the co-founder of Atari and Pong, Mr. Nolan Bushnell. And he created Chuck E. Cheese. So that was a very fun experience. And he also, his one biggest mistake in his career is turning down a $50,000 1/3 offer from Apple back in 1975. So, yeah, that's the only big thing that Nolan's ever made a mistake of regretted not taking that.
What was the offer for?
1/3 of Apple stock.
1/3 of Apple.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Like, wow.
Yeah. So about Ron. So Ron McNeil and I met at a Fab Four concert in Mountain View, California. That was my first time seeing him perform live, and also the Fab Four and Ron McNeil are in my documentary. So Bryna Demibrowski, I think she may have a hand in helping you guys with Ron and Frankie. Am I right, Richard?
Oh yeah. We went through her, and she set up this whole discussion with Frankie and Ron.
Wow. So did you guys get to meet them after, like, before or after the show?
No, unfortunately, we did not. I think we tried to, but they were doing some photo shoots or something.
Right. Yeah.
All right, there. Well, you know what?
Anyway, so happy 11th anniversary, guys. We'll be in discussion with the other surprise we're working on the screening. Remember, Richard, for the Autograph King?
Oh yeah,
next year.
Yeah.
And all right.
So guys, big. All right, Shameen, thanks for coming
happy
on.
11th and
happy 11th to you too. You were a big part of Skywalking Through Neverland. You are the bounty hunter. We could not have most of our guests if it weren't for you.
Thank you very much, Richard, and I would hopefully see you pretty soon, sometime this month, or next year for the screening. You both
Yep.
invited.
Cool.
Autograph King coming your
There we
way.
go.
All right, take care.
coming
Bye-bye.
soon.
Can't wait.
All right, Shamim Dana, everybody.
Woohoo.
Yeah, his film, The Autograph King, is just about to wrap up post-production.
Yeah.
He's planning some big screenings.
And Aaron is weighing in that our shirts are so last year.
They are. They're so
Yeah.
2024.
I know. I gotta put that 11 design up on TeePublic to be topical.
Yes.
But speaking of designs, I
Oh.
did put up a design this week. Should I share it?
Please.
them? All right.
Yes.
Okay, you know what? Let's see. Do we have a Chrome browser here? This is a Chrome browser.
Yeah, why don't you show them right over here on
Okay.
this?
All
That
right.
way we can continue right over
Sure.
here. So you find that,
No
and I
problem.
want to continue on with our Universal Pass Holder Day.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so we love going to Universal because we don't go there as much as Disney. Where Disney, we get there maybe twice a month, but Universal once every couple of months. So it was fun getting there to see some new stuff. They got new Halloween stuff up. We didn't go to the Halloween Horror Nights just yet. That's next week. And Kelly, if you're listening, we'll come by and pick you up around 7:00. Okay. But it was what I like doing is doing the fun little Instagram reels.
Mm-hmm.
So I ran around to get reels, get selfies with all these characters and photo ops. We got a great little interaction with Beetlejuice.
Yes.
He called me a loser.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mind because
That's what Beetlejuice
that's
does.
what Beetlejuice does. So I
Yep.
didn't expect anything more,
But-
anything less. Hello Kitty.
Oh my gosh. Hello Kitty right now. She's dressed as like a Hello Kitty vampire sort of she's still cute, obviously, but she has like a cute little vampire cape
Yeah.
and just so adorable, little purple instead of the pink. Very cute Hello Kitty. And then my favorite interaction.
And we always love, when we go to Disney, we love to meet Mickey and Minnie.
Mhm.
When we go to Universal, we like to meet Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein.
And-
They're always in this little old English area
Yeah.
where there's always a brownstone and those old-fashioned Universal horror movie lamps.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of like an alleyway almost, like
Yeah.
cobblestone alley.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were out and about, and one of the cool things about the Universal characters is not many people like everyone wants to meet Mickey and Minnie. There's a huge line. You feel like you're taking up a lot of time if you stay and chat with them a little bit.
Yeah, Mickey
But-
and Minnie could not walk around without an attendant.
No. Yeah,
Whereas Frankenstein and the Bride,
they walk around. Yeah, she's like his attendant.
yeah, that's
kind of.
true.
Yeah. And so they were walking around and we were interacting with them a little bit and we were like, explaining to them, oh, we want to do this video where Richard, you're taking selfies with them. And so,
So at the end of the day, I've got this big montage of me taking selfies.
yes, exactly. And what's fun is, Frankenstein and the Bride, they're kind of quiet, especially the Bride. She doesn't speak much at all, except sometimes she'll like repeat a word like flower, flower, much like Bambi. Like Bambi doesn't really talk until he learns what to say, and then he'll like burst out a word. And so that's how she is. And so she's like taking it all in, like nodding. Okay, you wanna run up and take your selfie. And Frankenstein's being Frankenstein. And so I'm filming it, and you run up and you pause in front of them to take your selfie. And then she like looks to the side and she screams bloody murder in your ear, like just so loud. It's the most hilarious thing because she's so quiet, and yet here she is screaming. It was amazing.
You want to see it?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Oh,
Here we go. Hold
yeah, you got to turn that. All right, ready?
on. So, that was unplanned.
It was very unplanned. It scared him.
Yeah. And the best part of it was, as we're talking to Frankenstein and the Bride, trying to coordinate this, I was just going to take a selfie, and that was it, and then run off. This woman just kept standing in our way.
She kept trying to cut in
And when I
and
say-
take her picture. It's like, well, just
Yeah,
wait like
yeah, we're-
3 minutes.
And one of my biggest pet peeves, so texting in a movie is now number 2.
Okay.
My biggest pet peeve is when you're talking to someone and someone just butts right in and starts talking. It's like, am I invisible? Do
Yeah.
you not see me? Why would you interrupt or say, oh, excuse me for 1 second, but I need to ask you something?
Right.
Just walk right in. That's what this woman was doing. So I told her, "Yeah, I'm gonna run this way, so you better. So can you please move to the side?" And a bubble, a tight bubble around her head. Of course, she didn't. So when you see me run off, I'm like, I almost ran right into her, and she's looking at me like, "Why didn't you tell me?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Pop that little bubble around your head, and you'll understand what's going on in the world.
Yeah, and then right after we were done filming, she tries to come in again, but the bride wasn't done with me because she saw my nails. And she, the bride was like talking to me and like basically ignoring her, which was kind of nice
Me.
because what?
He's ignoring her.
No, she was ignoring the other woman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
the woman
Yeah,
who was trying to butt
yes,
in.
exactly.
Because they realized, like, hey, we're having this interaction. So the monsters were actually being good about it, like what we would do if we were on the other foot.
Yeah.
You'd be like, okay, well, no, you can't cut.
Right.
So it was nice. So the bride like took me aside and like pushed you away and the other woman away, and she wanted to take me for herself.
Kept saying, "Go to me,
Yeah.
go," and she would say to you, "Stay."
Yeah. It was funny.
Now we've had many encounters with Frankenstein and the bride. Many encounters. They've been in a lot of our videos. So what do you think the chances are this time they recognized us?
It's hard to say because I know they see thousands of people.
Right.
But I mean, I would think they would see. They'd maybe recognize us a little bit,
yes.
especially because we put them in the videos.
Right, and I've never seen anyone else put them in their videos.
Yeah.
And I watch a lot of TikTok videos and YouTube shorts to see what's going on out there. And I've never seen them. Maybe I'm wrong, but I've never seen them in any other video.
Oh man, and they're great.
Yeah, so maybe they're like, hey, they're back.
Yeah.
Everyone else wants Beetlejuice. Everyone wants the Minions or Mario and Luigi.
Right.
When it comes to Frankenstein and the bride, yeah.
Well, Jenna, as the procrastinator, is saying, I feel like people like that live their lives like NPCs, just oblivious. So NPCs in video games are like those characters that you don't
non-playable characters.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's funny. That's a good way of putting it. Like the woman who was trying to butt in, in their bubble.
Yeah.
But we got our moment, and she got her picture, and it was all good.
Yeah.
We just had to wait 2 extra minutes.
Yeah. So what I just showed you was a little clip from our
little
reel of me taking selfies at Universal Studios with other characters and photo ops.
The Beetlejuice one is cute.
Beetlejuice one, once again, call me a loser, but
yeah, you did
him.
And Harry Potter Land, you did one
with the train conductor. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He looked very cute. He's like with his little hat.
Yeah, we did another reel. We just put out another reel today, but that's more on the Disney side, so we'll get into that in a couple seconds.
Yes.
So when we go to Universal, what's the first thing we do?
Oh, we have to go to Three Broomsticks. That's where we eat lunch. Oh, it's the best. It's the best. It has a corn on the cob. Has
you get the shepherd's pie.
Yeah, I get the shepherd's pie.
And
they have like a vegan version. It's
I get
good.
the herb chicken platter.
Mm-hmm. And I didn't do it this time, but I love to get the Wizard's Brew beer at Hog's Head.
Yeah, that's
which
good.
I didn't get that this time.
We should have. That's good beer. It's good beer.
It's really good.
But we got something else. Another drink that was.
Yes, we got hot butterbeer.
Oh, that was good.
The hot butterbeer is out, and I think that's my favorite form of butterbeer because they have everyone. Let's do a poll. Do you like frozen butterbeer? Do you like just the frosty, butterbeer beverage with ice? I guess it's not frozen; it's just cold butterbeer. Or do you like the hot butterbeer? Let us know.
The cold I drink too fast, and they give you 85% ice.
Well, the frozen to me is just too much. It's like its own meal. And I just can't finish it as a drink. Like I can't use it as a drink. It's its own thing. So yeah.
After you have a big meal, do you know what you do then? You go on Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. I would say this and Rise of the Resistance are neck and neck.
Mm-hmm.
And each one is so different, but yet so immersive, so the same. But I don't think you could really put one over the other. And if you were, well, Rise of the Resistance, because you see more.
Yeah, you do. It's like three rides in one.
Yes,
whereas
and
Harry Potter was just interesting how they created it.
Right, and they have more screens. I don't like screens in my attractions, but it works.
It works.
For this, yes.
Because they mix it with the practical effects.
Yeah. Oh, the combination, the meld is phenomenal.
Yeah,
and the storytelling is so on par.
Mm-hmm.
Or I could say a lot of the storytelling and a lot of the other attractions, Disney and Universal, you never know. It's like there's a story here. I was
Oh.
going on a fun ride. Didn't know there was a story. But
Could
this
be.
was great. So that and a new favorite, the Jurassic World ride.
Yeah,
And
you
if you
don't get that wet.
if you know me, you know I hate water rides. I hate water rides. And we got wet. Me and Dave got wet.
Yeah, I was in the middle.
Yeah, you in the middle, so
was
we
fine.
shielded you. We got wet, but we could deal with it. But I know I just said I don't like the big screens, but I do love the big screens when you're going down that one path. You see that one big Megasaurus going from one side to the other.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the
Well,
Megalodon.
Well, the screen is done very well.
It's done
It
extremely
looks
well.
like you're in the middle of a fish tank.
of an
Of
aquarium.
tank. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. And that the big megalodon is like breaking the glass.
Yeah.
Or like jumping over you.
Yeah,
And it's done so well.
I don't like I like the screens when they could go with animatronics instead. This time you can't get a big Megalodon animatronic
No.
because what do? They break down.
Yeah.
They finally got the T-Rex to work.
Especially in water.
Yes. They finally got the T-Rex to work on a continuous basis. At the end, you don't just get one T-Rex, whereas I think a year ago you would get 0 T-Rexes.
Mm.
At the end, the big T-Rex would come right out at you as you're going down the water slide, and it would scare the heck out of you. And it would work maybe 6% of the time. Now that works. There's another T-Rex that comes out. They have a
Yeah.
little battle.
It's the bigger it's the T-Rex that was like made into a bigger dinosaur.
Right.
Like one that can like disappear and
Yeah,
hide.
one that
and
was
stuff.
made in the
I forget the names because it's Jurassic World and
like
I'm
a
not as familiar.
predator T-Rex.
Yes,
that can
yeah.
You can just meld into the background.
Right.
And camouflage.
So it's like slightly bigger, and it's the one that the T-Rex like tries to bring down in the movie
Mhm.
in the first Jurassic World. But yeah, anyway, but those two pop out at the end when you're gonna go down that hill, and oh my gosh, that hill is scary.
It's
Like,
steep.
your stomach drops. Like, ooh.
Yeah, and now that it's getting a little bit chillier, except for this week in Los Angeles, they don't make it splash as much. I guess they can level out the splash quotient,
Mhm.
and I guess right now they can lower it depending on the weather.
Yeah.
All right. Then what really impressed us the most at Universal was seeing this Fast and Furious ride. I'm not a big fan of Fast and Furious, but I'm a big fan of this ride because last time we were there, it was just a hill. Now it's all this piping, tubing,
All this construction.
going over. You can see this roller coaster coming to life.
The track.
The track.
You can see the track being laid as it's a roller coaster track, like, and literally because of where it's placed, it's right at the edge of the hill, and so when you go down to the lower level lot, you see the entire construction site area, and so we were actually able to see, like, they had a big crane that was raised up on one side, so they leveled it off, and they were about to lift another piece of track to add to the track, and it was cool, but they were taking a really long time, so we decided to not watch them lay
Yeah.
the whole track.
Yeah, we hadn't been there since I want to say like April. So in the last 5 months, they did so much work on this.
Mhm.
And as someone was saying who worked there, yeah, they're gonna have this up and ready to go, and then test it out for like
A
6
year. They
months to
said
a
a year.
year until it's finally ready to unveil.
Because it's on the side of a hill, so they have to make sure nothing's gonna like happen with the hill as the roller coaster is going around. So they're
Yeah.
testing it out
So-
for like a year, is what he said.
If anyone wants to participate in a test dummy ride,
I don't think they're gonna have actual people on it. Yeah.
no, of course not.
Yeah.
Okay, Maui Mark is coming in and saying, "Hey, can't stay. Saw the hair."
Oh no! But then he said, "Can't stop." Okay.
Well, thank you, Maui Mark.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Got my haircut done last week.
Yes. Yeah. So,
So that was our night at Universal, and then they closed the park down at like
well,
5.
so the park closed at 6 technically, but all the food places closed at 5.
Yeah,
Like we were about to get a snack, and all the places like shut down,
Yeah.
like right in front.
ka-chunk.
Yeah. It was like, oh, what do we do now? And it was kind of like we
Guess we
wandered around.
Go home.
Yeah, but we did get on the. It was like almost a walk on to that new ride. What is it called? The Harry, not Harry Potter.
I don't know. But you think about that, And I'll tell
Yes.
everyone we did finally get to see Waterworld again.
Oh yes.
We went with Dave Scale,
yes.
our friend, and he hasn't seen the Waterworld show in years.
Mhm.
And every time we go there, the last show had just ended. And the last show ends at 4 p.m.
Yes.
So this time it was like, we got to see this this show. He's been talking about this for years, going to see this again. So we saw the show, and then after everyone, and we wait for everyone to leave, so that way we can just leave without being in a big cattle
Right.
drive.
Oh yeah.
And then we were sitting right in front of the tech booth.
Mhm.
So we're like, hey, before we leave, let's go talk to these people.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, you want to come talk to the tech people, not the stunt performers? Yeah, come right over. Because I'd always wondered, how does this work? Is the sound effects and the music soundtrack, is that all embedded into one score? So it just plays, so the actors have got to know when to hit to get the
get the punches, when to fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By now they know the show backwards and forwards, so they know at this point we're gonna hit this point we're gonna hurt that. But no, the woman said I just hit a button, boink, boink, boink.
Yeah, she just hits the space bar and all the sound effects are like in a row laid out the way they need to. So like punch, punch, kick, punch, punch, fall, punch, punch, splash. Like so but she just hits one button and they all happen. But if something goes wrong, she has the ability to skip certain sound effects. Yeah, so she has to think fast, but she like makes it all work.
Yeah. It's a very well done show, and everything was just so in sync to the point where it's like, Disney, are you watching this? Come on, do something like this. And we also talked to the pyro guy.
Mhm.
So it's his job to go hit this explosion, this explosion, this explosion, and sometimes hit the button and it wouldn't go off, so he's got to do something else.
Right.
But you're watching the show, you don't notice these things.
No.
Even if sometimes a couple of sound effects will go off at the same time, but there's so much going on, you never know.
Right. And then like if his explosion doesn't work, one of the actors like kind of knows what to say, the alternate.
Yeah.
Like
the plane, at the end of the show, spoiler alert, the plane comes over the top of the theater into the water. And every once in a while, that effect doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy who plays the deacon, the bad guy, he looks over the edge, over the wall, and you can see the plane coming, and he reacts to it, but he knows if the plane is down, I'm sure there's someone over there going like this. No. So he says, okay, due to technical difficulties, we won't be having an ending. Something to be tongue-in-cheek.
Right.
So that was a great show, which they're going to continue. Do you keep on going on with?
Yeah. How many people of you have seen the actual Waterworld film? Is it 95? Right?
Yeah, 1995.
We need to put that on our list. Yeah. I have never seen it, like never, and I'm just curious now.
And we asked them, okay, what's the percentage of people who know what this is when they come in here? They're like, yeah, no one knows. Nobody knows what this is. But it doesn't matter because you don't need to have seen the film to enjoy the show.
Right.
So it's like a 20-minute retelling of the film.
Mm-hmm.
So you were saying we walked onto a ride.
Yes, the Mario Kart ride.
Oh,
Mario
yes.
Kart. Yeah. Well, that was basically a walk-on, which is crazy because that's
never a walk-on.
No, it's been like so hard to get on. Yeah, so we were able to ride that. And we did learn, if you're going to Halloween Horror Nights and you have the Express Pass, you will be able to ride that ride and get into Mario Land from 7 to 10 p.m. on those Halloween Horror Nights. So it's only open for Express Pass people, which is
a good tip.
Cool.
I'm glad we found that out.
Mm-hmm.
We also heard another behind-the-scenes story about how the Simpsons, that whole land, they're just letting that fall to the ground because Fox wants it back. Because
Disney.
Because Fox Disney wants it back because it's their property.
Right.
And Disney knows that. As soon they just renewed their contract right before Fox was sold to Disney. Like, dang it. And Disney wants it back, but I guess the buyout would be too expensive. But which is unfortunate because they're letting Springfield just deteriorate. The yellow is almost white now.
Yeah.
On the big giant crusty and all
we were there on opening day when it was so colorful and beautiful.
And all the little plexiglass Simpsons characters around the park. The yellow is not so yellow anymore.
Right.
And Moe's Tavern is just, if you want A+ service, you don't go to Moe's Tavern. Well, I guess that's representative of the TV show.
That's true. We never, yeah. Last time we went to Moe's Tavern, and wow, that guy did not want to be there.
That was Christmas Day too.
Yeah, that was. Oh my
This
god,
guy was not
That was like
holly
the-
or jolly.
the worst service ever.
Yeah. So
All right.
hopefully soon they'll sell it back to Disney, which Disney won't do any kind of park.
No, they've got their plans
Renovations
for
for The
Avatar,
Simpsons.
for everything
Yeah.
else. Yeah.
But right now they got so much to do over at Universal, so much space. It's like, put a big theater there. You need a big theater
Yeah.
because the Fast and Furious ride has taken over a couple of theaters, so now there's no more shows,
Mhm.
which is a pity.
Except for Waterworld.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of Waterworld, let's talk about Disney.
Yeah.
So yesterday we met with our good friend Jenna Bryson. I hope she's still watching on
I think she is.
Instagram. Yeah.
Should I put up the link in case she wants to
Yeah,
join
Jenna,
us?
if you want to jump in there and
Okay.
join us, let us know. Yeah, we haven't seen Jenna since pre-pandemic,
Mm.
and she said that she was going to Disney on Sunday. So hey, you know what? We got Sunday night free. Let's all meet there.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic. Jenna worked in the same kids entertainment industry as we do,
hmm
so we haven't seen her for a long time.
Yeah. Sorry, Jenna. You have to come up on StreamYard if you want to come up. So I just need to make sure.
All right, now we Jenna is our good luck charm because we did more rides in that one night than we've ever done ever. Now
Mhm.
we're not really ride people.
Hold
We
on.
we like going to the attraction, to the just watching people.
Do you have her number?
Do I have her number?
Oh yeah, right there.
No, that's oh, there you go.
Okay. All right, Jenna. I'm sending you a text message if you can.
So Jenna, yeah, check your
Oh.
text.
That's not working.
And so you do that. So yeah, we're not really attraction people. We like going just there and enjoy the atmosphere, people watching. But Jenna was there. She's like, I want to go on some rides. Like, well, okay. And Dave Scale, he loves rides. So I think we went on. I said 10, but 1, 2, 3,
It's
4,
10.
5, 6. We went on 10 attractions,
But after 7:30 or so,
which
PM.
is which is like 9 more than what we usually go on. Usually we hit Rise of the Resistance. We call it a day.
right.
But the attendance was so low toward the end of the night.
Mhm.
We literally walked on
Oh.
to these rides. So Rise of the Resistance, we got a chance to go on, and Jenna talked our way into Haunted Mansion Holiday because the virtual queue was all filled up.
Mhm.
So there was no more getting in. But Jenna, she talked to us. She talked to the
Talked
guy.
her way in.
Yep.
Yeah, she's not camera ready right now, so she'll just
Okay.
comment. I'll read her comments, Jenna. Don't worry.
All right. Yeah, so this is where they combine 2 holidays, Halloween and Christmas, with the overlay. And every time we've gone there, the virtual queue has been filled, which means we ain't getting into Haunted Mansion Holiday.
And it's that way because it was like there's no queue right now. There's no space for a queue because they're working on the queue for Haunted Mansion. Yeah. Oh, Jenna says she pulled my cancer card to get us into the Haunted Mansion.
Whatever it takes.
Yes. Yeah, we were celebrating. She just finished her rounds of chemotherapy. She's done.
Woohoo!
Yay, Jenna.
Yay. And what better way to celebrate? I don't know, but going to Disneyland.
Yeah. Yay.
So then from there, since we're over in the New Orleans section, let's do Pirates.
Yes.
And there was no line for that either.
Well, because the Phantasmic was going on.
Oh,
So we hit Haunted Mansion right as Phantasmic was beginning. Then we went to Pirates. It was a walk on. We almost got a whole boat to ourselves. And then right after that, we went over to Indiana Jones. And we got right on that. It said it was like a 30-minute wait, but we pretty much walked on to that one as
Yeah.
well.
but going back to the Pirates,
Yes.
I think some of those explosions are a little bit bigger when you're going
Oh.
through that right between when you're rolling right into
Between the
the
boats?
battle.
Yeah.
What's his name? not Davy Jones.
Oh gosh.
The guy from the first pirate movie.
Yes.
Jeffrey Rush.
Right.
Blackbeard. Blackbeard?
No.
Black Pearl. The pirate from the first movie.
Yes, we know.
And they're battling the people on land, and you have that boat that goes right through the battle, like R2 and 3PO right through the battle. Some of the explosions of the water, I think, were a little bit bigger because
I
they weren't
think, yeah.
as splashy. I got wet
Oh yeah.
going through there. I don't recall ever getting wet going through there.
If you're sitting in the right place, you get wet. But
I
yeah, they
guess.
were pretty big. Yeah. It was very well done. And it was nice because there wasn't a backup of boats either. So you got to go through the whole ride without bumper
Yeah.
boats,
Yeah,
as
and
Jenna said.
yeah, I love this attraction because all the pirates are animatronic,
Yeah.
for better or for worse. And I say that because these should be all animatronic, but the last Jack Sparrow, if you're not going to do it right, don't do it at all. Okay, he's sitting in the chair, you're singing yo ho yo ho, and his mouth is barely moving as he's singing these big lyrics,
And if you look at his hands, they're like too small for his body and they look really weird.
and his face is all waxy. At least turn down the light, dim it down so you don't see him as much.
Mm.
Or just what was there before Jack Sparrow?
Oh my gosh. Now I try to think. What was there before? Do you guys remember pirates? I feel like the rats were always there.
Yeah,
I think it was more rats, or it was like an area with treasure, but now Jack is sitting in the treasure.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
I don't remember.
Then we went on Indiana Jones, which is Barbossa. Barbossa, thank you. Jeffrey
Thank
Rush
you,
plays
Michael.
Barbossa, the pirate
Captain.
in the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie, the
Yes.
only Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes.
So Indiana Jones, we never go on that because there's always a very long wait,
Mhm.
and we walked right onto there.
Yeah, and we rocked right on and did 3/4 of the ride, and then it broke down. Which it broke down in a weird way. Like all of a sudden, like you know how sometimes you're going fast and then it kind of stalls out a little bit, and then it goes fast again. Like it's just the ride going fast and slow, fast and slow. Well, at one point it just went slow, and then like the sound went out, but our car was still shaking, like like an idle, and then it would move to the next point, and then idle again.
And it's often this one area where you got the chance to see this one,
Yeah.
this projection.
Yeah. Oh,
But
yeah.
it was a small projection, so small that I've never even noticed this before.
Right.
You look down a tunnel, and the tunnel's collapsing.
Right.
So I
That's
guess-
a new projection.
Right, yeah, ever since the refurbishment. But I guess
Yeah.
as you're going through the ride, it's just one more thing to keep it very, very movement oriented,
Mhm.
very, very visceral.
Yes.
Because you're looking down and you see this thing collapsing and things over here.
And it's right before the giant ball comes down from the
Yes.
ceiling. So our ride stopped. It stalled right in the room where you're being pelted with all those. And I got to take this cool picture of the wall. And you could actually see in the wall,
That's
like
cool.
the little tubes where the air,
Yeah.
puffs of air come out because we were stalled there. So it was neat.
It's a great picture.
Yeah, it's fun. And so yeah, from that room then to that weird projection that you saw, and then the ball, like so the
boulder.
boulder, thank you, the giant boulder. We
Yeah.
saw that, and we saw Indiana Jones
It
like
got-
kind of hanging there.
there for about 2 minutes before they cued his audio track, and
Yeah.
still the mouth wasn't moving.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, like Jack Sparrow, bathe him in shadows. That way we don't notice that kind of thing.
Well,
Even Jenna agrees with me over
yes,
Instagram. I agree.
more
More
shadows,
shadows.
yeah.
Shadows hide so many inconsistencies
Yeah.
and problems.
Yeah, and then we got to the area where Indiana Jones is kind of seeing you out, and he said my favorite line, you guys. He said, "Don't tell me that wasn't big fun."
Now, why is that such a memorable line for you?
It's just funny. I don't know. It's like it's not something Indiana Jones would say,
No.
but I can just imagine Harrison Ford saying it, and it's funny because Harrison Ford and fun don't really go together, right? He's kind of grumpy now, or he's kind of like not anymore, but you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
his persona is not about having fun. His
Right.
persona is doing what it takes to get the job done. So I just feel like that dichotomy of Indiana Jones saying big fun is funny. Like if Short Round said that, it would be like that
Yeah.
would be in his character.
If they had asked Harrison Ford to voice Indiana Jones in this attraction and they gave him that line, he'd say, "No, I'm out. I'm out." So from there, we went over to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and part of that was broken down.
That's right. We didn't get the opening,
Yeah, the opening,
little movie.
yeah.
Nothing can stop us now.
And the screen explodes, you walk through the
Yeah.
screen.
It was already exploded.
Yeah, but still, it was fun.
It was great.
I think if you hadn't known about that, you wouldn't know.
Right.
So those newcomers, like, hey, okay, the big hole in the screen, let's walk right through it.
Yeah.
It does set up the whole story, but That's not a very hard story to follow.
Mm-mm.
Mickey and Minnie are going out on a picnic trip, and Goofy's screwing things up again. And then we went over to Storybook Land. We did all these storybook rides, Fantasyland, everything but the Storybook Canals. But we did everything like the Snow White, Pinocchio, Alice in Wonderland, Mr. Toad. All those we went bing, 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 bing.
Yeah. Walk-ons, walk-ons, walk-ons.
Yeah,
And
these are rides that we do maybe once every couple of years.
yeah. So after the fireworks, wow, that's
Yeah.
the time to hit
So-
all this.
So go after fireworks and always bring Jenna.
Yep.
She's a good luck charm. These are some dark rides, but
Mhm.
I really love the antiquated feel of them.
Yeah, it's really fun. I mean, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride with those fun, like almost like cardboard walls that
Yeah,
open
I
to
love
the doors,
that.
the
Yeah.
cardboard doors, like opening you, welcoming you to hell. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh. The one ride we did not go on was Peter Pan because that did have quite a line.
Yeah, that had a 60-minute wait. Like, no.
It probably was about 30 minutes, but at that time it was like 11:30.
Yeah, no, the sign said 60 minutes.
It did. It did. But what I mean
In
is
reality,
they inflate that
yeah,
sign. But
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, and the Alice in Wonderland, yeah, it goes on 2 levels, which we don't really see all that often. You get to see down in the park.
Yeah. Jenna made us aware of that. It's the only dark ride that does have, it's like 2 stories. So you go up, you go down, you go up again. And if you hit it while the parade's going by, you can really get a nice view for,
Yeah.
a minute.
Yeah, it does have this very small town carnival feel
Mhm.
to these Fantasyland attractions, which
Yeah.
I love. It's very nostalgic for me. And you're going through, you see all these wooden cutouts with Dayglow paint.
Mhm.
And it just says this is a stamp of the time where these animated movies came out in the 30s and 40s. I don't think those attractions were supposed to do anything more. The Alice in Wonderland does have some projections. Gotta let it go. But
Oh,
it does
yes.
really ring true to the era of the 30s and 40s. And I really love that feel.
Mhm.
Donald Glover is asking,
Have you watched the Disneyland Beats mapping of the ride track? No, what is that?
oh yeah, give us a link.
Yeah, I think Don had sent us the link to
Oh, to the Star Wars Southern
Yes.
videos. Yes, thank you, Don, for
Yeah.
sending those. Those are fun.
Yeah, but we have not seen that. That sounds fun.
Yeah, please drop us a link. All right.
Wait, did you
drop
just say
it.
drop?
Drop a link? Yes,
Did
I
you
said
just say that?
I said it ironically. Drop
Okay.
a link. And we also went on the Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blasters.
Yeah.
Another attraction we hardly ever do.
I'm so bad at that.
What do you mean you're so bad at that?
I was bad.
You're good next to me. I always come in last.
I prefer the Midway Mania Toy Story rather than the Buzz Lightyear ones.
Yeah, and the Spider-Man. It's
Yeah.
just-
They have the big screens and there's more to do, like more to hit.
yeah.
Whereas Buzz Lightyear, they only has a few little things
Little
around.
Zorg.
Yeah.
Zod.
Zurg.
Zerg. Zerg.
Zod.
Yeah, get the cute little Z's and with a little tiny infrared beam.
Mhm. That's hard.
It's very, very hard. I can't see that lasting any while longer. But
Yeah.
there's always a big line though.
There is.
Kids just like to
love
see,
it.
yeah. But now
Kids
that you have
like it.
Midway Mania, what's the point in this?
Oh yes, and Jenna got Scout. She got Scoutmaster or something in that ride. It's a higher level than both of us.
Yeah, I got
Good
don't-
job.
Don't bother coming back. Yeah, so we didn't do Peter Pan because of the line and Jungle Cruise.
No, we didn't do.
We
Jungle
didn't do
Cruise.
we didn't do Peter Pan and we didn't do Jungle Cruise
Yeah,
because
it
it
was
was
closed.
closed.
Yeah, so we went to the bazaar instead and looked at things.
Yeah. But that's one of those rides like if you're on the fence, you do it.
Oh yeah, because you never know. Sometimes you get a really great skipper.
Yeah.
Really great skipper. Sometimes you don't.
Sometimes they'll hold the microphone here so you can't say, oh, what the hell, over there, water. And sometimes they go like this where you can hear them say, look, it's the backside of water.
But yeah, totally recommend getting to Disney around 5:30, having a nice dinner.
Yeah, and bring Jenna.
And bring Jenna and go around and ride the rides while everyone's watching fireworks and or Fantasmic. Even though I do love Fantasmic, it was fun to do the rides.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we did this week. Universal and Disney. Now next week we got a whole ton of stuff that we're doing,
Mhm.
but it's not until after Monday.
Right. So we'll be talking about that in 2 weeks.
Yes, gonna go to Universal Horror Nights,
Yeah.
and we just got tickets for the Magic Land of Pumpkins and Jack-o'-lanterns.
A jack-o'-lantern land.
Yeah, big fields full of lit jack-o'-lanterns. Last year we were taking a walk around the neighborhood. Everyone last year had skulls everywhere, skulls and skeletons.
Yeah.
This year it's all about the pumpkins.
Mhm.
So this year we're gonna go look at multiple fields of pumpkins. They had a little bit of this, a little sneak preview at Midsummer Scream last July, and we thought, yeah, we should check that out. After seeing some of these videos, like, okay, now we want to go.
Yeah.
There's a big inflatable moon bounce with it's shaped like a pumpkin. I want to go on that.
Okay. I don't know if you can. Might knock a few kids over.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, who knows? There may not be an age limit. I don't know. Don, he gave us the link, so we will have to check that out for the mapping of the ride track. And yes, Dad, that's the benefit of having annual passes. You don't feel like you have to do everything in a day and stay there all day either. It's
Yeah.
nice.
So the question is, we're gonna renew our Universal Studios Hollywood passes
We
for
have until
2025.
Christmas Day to decide. Yes. We have to figure it out. I don't know.
We'll see if that grouchy Grinch is gonna be there this time. All right, everyone, that is a wrap on things we want to share.
Oh, yes.
Episode number 30.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah,
Where does
next week
time go?
We'll have a lot
Wait,
more other.
We started this over a year ago or over 2
No.
years ago?
No. We started this like
Oh,
fall.
52. Okay.
Yes,
Oh, there's 52
half a
weeks
year.
in a year. Yes,
Like,
yes.
A little more than half a year.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute. we haven't been
Yeah.
doing it that long.
We're gonna go record wraparounds for
Yeah.
this episode 485, where we're gonna talk to the Monkey Man.
Yes.
So can you believe how excited I was about this? Can you believe how much excitement exuded? A lot. So once again, that'll wrap up this episode of Things We Want to Share.
Things we want to share. Things we want to share. Things we want to share.